Hey everybody, my name is Steve Simons, and today we're going to talk about the Parsimony ERP system's lead reporting system. So Parsimony is an ERP system that is full-fledged accounting and operations and just a whole bunch of stuff. But today we're going to talk about the B2B lead management process. For this example, we're using the Empowery e-commerce cooperative. So this is a company that works with other companies, so there's a lot of B2B activity, and this requires the use of a CRM system, also known as Customer Relationship Management. By the way, for those keeping score at home, ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. So I'm going to throw around some acronyms and I'll try to define them as we go. So we're going to log into the system. You can see actually I'm already logged into Empowery, but I'm going to switch to the desk mode. So instead of the front end, I'm going to go to the back end administration area. You see here a very easy tiled view, kind of like an iPhone of all the different areas. But I like to use the awesome search up here. So I'm going to just type in lead, and you can see lead report is what I'm looking for. So this is a quick report that shows lead IDs, the organization name, and we can adjust that if we wish, and the status of that lead. We can adjust that one downward because it's not so big. And this is a little bit of information, but not as much as we may want. So this is the default report, but we're going to come up here and we're going to pick a column. And we're going to add a column, and as a column example, let's just add in, not status, but lead owner. So you can see as you start typing it in, it gives you an auto-suggest, autocomplete feature, and there's the lead owner. Lead owner comes up, very easy to see. So let's go ahead and add a couple other columns. Another column that is useful is when was the last update on, and who was the last update by. So this is a person and this is a time. Let's just take a look and see how those render. And so we can see the lead owner's here, but here's the last update, and here's who the last update was by as well. Now, in many cases, that's going to be consistent because the lead owner and the lead updater are going to be the same person, but not in every case. And we'll maybe be able to show you an example of where it varies based on actual data. So let's go ahead and add in just a couple more columns. So the next thing, if you're managing a B2B process and understanding, what's happening with your lead flow, is to figure out, well, when is the next contact, right? So we're going to figure out who the next contact is by, and we're going to figure out when the next contact date is. And I put the people here, the next contact by and the last contact by, because I want to just compare and contrast and see if they're the same, just quickly and visually. So as an example here, we see that we've got a lead owner, the last update, but we have a different name here for the next contact, which is not normal, but it's possible. And so again, we see who's got the monkey, as we like to say, who's got the next action step, or next contact in this case. We see who the last update, and we see who's responsible for the lead. So just in terms of overall functionality, I want to demonstrate that you can sort from A to Z, that's from number 1 all the way through to the very end. And by the way, you can come down here and you can select you want to see more leads at one time. And so that's an A to Z. Now if you click and toggle that same switch, it goes from bottom to top. So first it went from top to bottom, so 1 upwards, and now we're coming from the very top and going downwards. So it's a very common technique to use a toggle. The same thing applies to any column header. So this is the beginning, and this is the end when I toggle it again. And again, alphabetical from A to Z, and then from Z to A. And same with lead owner, last updates. So this gives you a way really quickly to be able to figure out, who's got the next contacts, who's going to be making them. Any data you want to see, you can toggle through very, very quickly. So that's just a quick demonstration of the report, the lead report function inside the CRM module. That's Customer Relationship Management module, which you can see right there, for the Empowery ERP system. Thanks very much. Hope this was helpful.